I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm eavesdropping on Jouban last night, and he's talking to a coach, and I'm like, he's talking about how there's guys there that are drunk, and some people have fought each other, or they're gonna fight each other, and it dawned upon me, this really is because I remember a retreat when somebody else was in here. Was it Joanna Jacek saying she was the retreat thing? And I'm like, wait.
That was Cerrone saying, how did Amanda Nunes not get out of it? Because Cerrone got out of it, and he was making fun of her for having to attend this.
Okay, so that's when I first heard about a retreat for the UFC fighters, and I'm like, a retreat for fighters? What are you talking about? Where they all meet each other and like have a break together or something? I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then listening to you last night. Yeah, man, these guys have fought each other, and maybe they've said shit about each other.
Yeah.
And now they're all together drinking? Is that what happened at one point?
Basically, yeah. I mean, you take 300 fighters, 300 of, some of the baddest people on earth, and put them in the same hotel and give them alcohol all weekend. And it was kind of a disaster when it didn't happen. I will say, it was a fucking fun weekend. It was badass. I mean, like, it was kind of like... everything was kind of first class, they had Snoop Dogg perform for us. They had, like, at nighttime we'd have dinners, and they'd have, like, carnival rides, and it was fun. It was dope. But at the same time, you're still sizing up everybody around you because you might be fighting the guy that you're hanging out with. And so eventually, with alcohol involved, shit's going to pop off, man. And, like, in the video here, Cyborg punches fucking Angela in the fucking face. I was on the bus with Cyborg, and I went up to my room, so I didn't get to catch it, man. But they were telling me about it. And Chris Weidman, who's the former middleweight champion of the world, who's not a small guy.
No.
She punked him too, man. He was laughing about it at the pool. He went to break it up, and she pretty much like put her hand, and she's like, "Get your fucking hands off of me!" And then she punches Angela in the face, and then she starts calling people out like, "Who wants some?" And everybody was just like, "Nah," like nobody wanted anything to do with it. You know what I mean? She's a big girl, and she's badass, and whatever was in her eyes, they believed her at the moment.
Chris Weidman, arguably one of the toughest people on the planet, tried to break it up when they were arguing. He said, "Girls, girls."
You can see it in the video. He got in the middle of it, and she pretty much kind of pushed him aside and gave him the stare down and said,
and then punched her.
Get lost, and then fucking punched her. Yeah. And
she rocked her too, right?
Punk other people out. What's that?
She rocked her a little bit too, I heard.
I think in the video you can see she doesn't hit the ground, man. But it wasn't like she loaded up. She just kind of.
But it was a quick one.
Exactly, kind of just a quick punch. And then, from what I'm hearing as well, the guy that I fought named Mike Perry 2 fights ago.
Yeah, very angry man.
Kind of an angry guy. It was weird though because I thought there may be some beef while we were there. It was good. I don't know if he's finding a new Mike Perry or what, but we were cool. We didn't have any beef while we were there, but after the Snoop Dogg concert, he got into it with a guy named Jeremy Stevens. Yeah, Jeremy Little Evil.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and from what I'm hearing, he cracked Jeremy Stevens in the face after the Snoop Dogg concert. I don't know if the police got involved in that one. So shit was starting to pop off, man. I mean, obviously, you said it, man. You know how Vegas is, man. You go there for more than one night, 2 nights, shit's just getting a little crazy. And when you have 300 fighters in the same hotel room, rubbing shoulders in the lobby and shit, something's gonna come up, man.
Police were called as a result of this incident, altercation, and whatever charges are still being kind of sorted out for Cyborg as a result of it.
See, my thing here is, I believe that the girl is the one that's pressing charges here, and I think it's very
fighterish.
Yes, because I'm thinking about it's on video. So what? The police had to come in. Okay, well then, how come all the other videos I've seen of Nick and Nate fighting each other, where the charges weren't thrown when it's a fighter on another fighter, especially like even level fighters, both in the UFC fight each other.
Shouldn't they have had a weigh in first?
Well, they are both fighters, so I agree with you on that point. But when you say even level, Cyborg is arguably the baddest woman on the planet.
Okay.
And Angela, she's kind of a mid-tier 115er, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but she's not like in the top 15.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So Cyborg could have crushed probably 5 girls at once.